I think the mode that ended up surprising us the most has to be DMZ on Modern Warfare 2. The fact that it's still in beta opens up the possibility of a future to improve upon it so much and make it even better than it already is. I see so many people out there complimenting it and saying that they're addicted to playing it, and it's really nice to see that this brand new thing, which, you know, is essentially just Escape from Tarkov but Call of Duty version, is being welcomed by the Call of Duty community so nicely, surprisingly, of how toxic the Call of Duty community is. But in today's video, I made a list of some things from what I've seen personally that should be improved upon, that other people do also share, and some features that I think could really be nice to see in the future to make DMZ not only super replayable, but just that bit better. And I guess the first one to mention is an economy system, something that Escape from Tarkov has. And you know what? You've already kind of basically made Escape from Tarkov, but Call of Duty version Infinity Ward. You might as well just take most of the stuff they have because it kind of works on there. Now, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I've played countless hours of Escape from Tarkov, because I really haven't at all, like none. But from what I've heard, they have a very interesting economy system where once you exfil or escape, you get to keep all of the items you had, or at least some of them, and then use those items and then trade for better things or just buy other items. And if you don't know, inside of DMZ, we obviously have a money system that is currently ridiculously broken. And also on top of that, we have a loot system, or at least valuable system. And currently the only thing that you are using them for is to buy other items inside of the game, or sell them, or just exfil with them just to get your insured slot back, which I think should stay. But I think there should be a system of being able to bring back those valuables or that money to then trade for something better outside of the game. Now, these could be literally just contraband weapons, which we currently are getting from completing missions, which is really nice to see, or you could just exfil with them and keep them for the future. But I think little things like maybe expanding your backpack, maybe getting even more insured slots past the 3 that we currently have, maybe making it a system of, oh, I exfilled with this money, now I'm going to use this money to take down that timer instead of just exfilling with it and it being taken down like that. But a huge one that I think we could really benefit from is something that you can permanently unlock, which I think would make DMZ super replayable and something that a lot of people would want to play the mode for, apart from just wanting to have fun. And that is being able to purchase things like blueprints for weapons, and these are permanent blueprints. And I'm not talking about like crazy ones, unless you want to make crazy ones, like let's say the ultra rarity if they ever introduce that inside of this game. Maybe some operator outfits, which we are currently getting for completing missions, like let's say the weapon cases or the actual missions that you have inside of the game. But also maybe some loading screens, which they did introduce with this game, some emblems, some calling cards, maybe even stickers or charms, just some stuff that is exclusive specifically to DMZ and would make those items that bit more rare. Be like, oh, I grinded this game out to get $2 million to buy this expensive item. And one interesting thing is that I've seen someone in the Call of Duty community talk about, and I'm gonna give full credit, that person being Mr. Lego Unlocked. I'm guessing you probably know who he is, but Lego did share a very interesting opinion, and I think personally, being a person who loves grinding camos, a camo system inside of DMZ would work amazing, especially with this economy system that I'm suggesting. The way it would work is potentially you need a certain amount of, let's say this item being the car battery, and you need a certain amount of money to then trade with an imaginary thing inside of the game for a certain camo for a specific weapon, or this specific camo for all weapons with the new camo system that we have. Now, there's an issue with this. You could have glitches like we currently have with the money system, which by the time you're probably watching this video might have been already fixed, but you could have a situation like that. Duplication glitches of money, which would instantly make people unlock certain things super fast. Well, that's where you kind of like lock in a system of maybe also completing a challenge on top of that. Essentially making these camo challenges ridiculously difficult would make it so much more special. Also, I think you could slap in is maybe making it that it's similar to this spray can system that we had inside of Blackout, which is very interesting that a battle royale had a camo system, but this mode, which really would benefit from it, doesn't have it. But I think they should add it in the future. Now, these camos don't have to be anything insane. They could be literally just like a situation that we had in Vanguard Zombies, where they just took the normal diamond, made it a bit more pink, they took the gold, they made it a bit more bronze, and we don't talk about the mastery camo on there. We just don't talk about it. But that was like an example I wanted to talk about. You can take those camos, slightly slightly change them up, and just wabam, here's a cool camo. You don't have to specifically lock them behind a weapon unless you really want to, and I think that would really open up a huge possibility of having this economy system and making it more replayable and having a reason to exfil with the items, not just to get XP and some progression towards your insured slot coming back. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the difficulty level. Now, I have nothing against the lasering and the accuracy some of these bots have. A huge issue that I do have is the fact that they shoot through walls. I think that's a bit ridiculous. Like, they literally have aimbot. Literally, they can see where you are every single second, they know where you are, and they can shoot you through walls with some amazing accuracy, which is something that I think they should fix because that's obviously a bug inside of the game. But one thing they could do is decrease the amount of AI that is around the map. If we look at Al-Mazrah as a map overall, this small location has a very high population of bad guys inside of DMZ. Let's be totally honest. Nearly every single corner you go to, there is bad guys. It's like this place is just non-stop being patrolled. These people have nothing better to do but to run around with weapons and be prepared to shoot just these players with amazing aim. Decrease the amount of them you have spread around. Definitely don't get rid of that whole idea of them being difficult, because that's what makes it a bit more tense and cool and better in my opinion. But just the ridiculous amount of this AI, and especially how spread out they are, and especially how much backup they get, is just ridiculous in my opinion. On top of this, increase the amount of players that spawn in. From my understanding, currently it is 66 players that hop into the game at once, which is cool and all, and personally the interactions that I have had with people I despise, because these people are just really annoying, and I just don't like them. But I think it creates a very cool interaction in the future. Maybe having like 80 to 100 players spawning in with a decreased amount of AI would create for some fun, interesting interactions, especially with proximity chat. This allows me to get on to the next thing. Add in actual solo, duos, trios, and squads. Don't just make it, oh, you can play solo if you unfilter the fill button. But I still spawn into a trios experience with 3 players teaming up together against me, and on top of all of this, this AI has insane aim. Just add a solo option. It's a bit ridiculous in my opinion, personally being a solo gamer most of the time, because let's say my friends are at work or at college or just don't have time to play and I want to hop onto some DMZ. I don't want to be locked off to the whole idea of you have to go in with randoms, or oh god, I can't play DMZ until they're on. Just add in a solo option, you know? Maybe just keep it at trios, but a solo option would be really nice to see. The next one isn't a huge one, but I think they could easily add it and just change the map. By that I mean, make it nighttime. Make it dusk, make it morning. Why is it the exact same like Warzone? Kind of currently doesn't bother me as much, but playing more DMZ and Warzone for the next 2 years, I'm gonna get sick of this map. It happened with every single BR map that I've ever played on any game or any big map that I've just played too much. I'll be honest, Al-Mazrah is beautiful, but from previous experiences, I was able, or you still are able, in custom lobbies on maps like the hydroelectric multiplayer map, just go into private matches and fly around, and the map looks totally different. It's like slightly more orange. It's just basically a sunset, or maybe it's a sunrise, I can't really tell. They already have it programmed on multiplayer maps, so I think they could easily program it into DMZ. Another one is potentially adding weather with this, but that's a very probably big one, so you don't have to do that. Just do the whole like daytime thing. Imagine they put in like nighttime and you could put on night goggles, night vision. Oh my god, that'll be so cool. The next one is just like a personal thing that I think I would really like to see, and that is either adding a third-person version of DMZ or a third-person option. I really do enjoy playing in third person, especially on Warzone, and I think it would make it really interesting to do it inside DMZ, especially with all the AI running around. I think it would make it a slight bit easier, maybe, potentially. So that's just one that I want to quickly mention. And one complaint that I have, one of these last points, is can you actually make stealth work? You know, like I remember the first time they advertised DMZ, they were like, oh, you can spawn in action-packed weapons blazing at every single enemy and AI, or you can take the stealth option. Where's the stealth option? Every single time I spawn in with a suppressed weapon or try to take it stealthy, the AI that has freaking x-ray vision sees me across the map and snipes me in the face. It just doesn't work. It's so annoying. I can't take stealth options, and especially since all the AI is literally spread out like crazy. Oh, sorry, just went on a little rant there. And last one is just a little thing from, you know, me being a zombies gamer. Add in some zombies. But no, obviously, I don't think they will add zombies unless it's a Halloween event. This would make for an amazing outbreak. Something I really wanted to quickly mention. Think about it. Outbreak zombies, where instead of AI, you have zombies. And you have to complete objectives the similar way we have in DMZ. And there's so many objectives inside of DMZ that it would just make Outbreak so much replayable, having real players inside of it. Imagine that. Zombies with real players and zombies. It's just, why didn't they do this for Outbreak? Treyarch, I know you're not watching this. Infinity Ward, you're probably not watching this as well. But if you are watching, go over to Treyarch right now and be like, guys, $1 million idea. Do it right now. Like, imagine. That would be so good. An Outbreak mode, like DMZ, is chef's kiss in the making. Seriously, it will be so damn good. No more hopping from map to map like an Outbreak. One open large map, spawn in with a group of players, go up against zombies, completing objectives, and have the potential of running into other players. Sorry, I'm just geeking out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That's going to be it for the video. If you have any other, I can't speak right now. If you have any other kind of ideas on improving DMZ, comment them down below. I would love to see them. It would be really interesting, and who knows, maybe other people will share the same opinions. Thank you so much for watching. We're on the road to hitting 40,000 subscribers. We're almost halfway there to 38,000, which is kind of mind-blowing. And also be sure to drop a like on the video if you are looking forward to more Modern Warfare 2 DMZ content, which I'm mainly covering on the YouTube channel. Then yeah, I'm the guy. I'm that guy. I'm that guy for you. Anyway, peace out. I'll see you guys next one. Mwah.